Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Niche Girls podcast.
Yes,
I'm Jessie,
I'm Yolanda.
and we're missing Kristen today. Her
We
son Hunter
are.
is sick, and we are so sad and so sorry that she can't come on today. We're just going to do like a little mini episode for you, just like a little life update, if you
Yeah.
will. So we just had some fun things to talk about today.
Yeah.
First major fun thing, Yolanda got married.
Yes,
Hello,
finally. Thank
congratulations.
you. Thank you.
She's showing off
We've
her
been
ring.
talking about it and alluding to why my life has been so busy for like every
Ugh,
episode since we've started now. So I'm happy to
I
say
know.
that's finally done. So
Yeah, she did the thing.
yeah.
I love
But
it.
no,
And
it was fun. They were there. There, I believe they did like a little follow along on niche
I
stories,
did,
which was
yeah.
really
I did
cute.
like a little follow along, just like enough of the little details that we've been talking about, like how you guys made all of the pumpkins and the
Yeah.
flowers and oh my God, it turned out so amazing.
I'm
And
happy it
I
cohesively
yeah, I was gonna
worked.
say I saw it before it was set up and
Yeah.
then seeing it all set up, oh my God, it was so much prettier than I ever imagined. You guys
I
did so
also
good.
I was thrilled because I kind of just had like a couple pictures from Pinterest, and other than that, I was just really buying things separately and living on a dream.
Just winging
Like
it.
I had no idea if it was gonna actually work together. Like the pumpkins
Yes.
that like the drink signs were on, so we had like drink signs at the bar that were pumpkins.
Yeah.
Those were like wood pumpkins, like plain wood that I bought from Target like 3 years ago, and then I just painted them black and bought like vinyl stickering from Etsy, like
Oh
the
my
letters. Which,
God.
if anyone owns a Cricut, you have a business. Let me tell you, your girl doesn't own a
Yeah.
Cricut, and I spent $80 on Etsy on Cricut lettering that I'll never use again. So,
Oh my
but a
God.
Cricut's $300, so it was cheaper for me to do that since I'll never use it again. But if you
Yeah.
have a Cricut, you have a business. Congrats. Make an
Damn.
Etsy.
All right.
A
Making Etsy.
business. But that I made like all the bouquets, all the flower rings were like I made myself for like all the my bridesmaids were holding, and then I had like pumpkins down the aisle. Yeah,
Yeah.
all of that. Only thing I got lucky with, and again, like Jesse said, like I'm tagged on the page, so you can always like click into mine. We had a really large flower arch. It was white flowers, and the reason was that like maybe 3 or 4 hours before my ceremony, like our coordinator knocked back into where I was getting ready. She was like, "Hey, the last elopement we just had spent like $2,500 on this flower arch, and they're gonna leave it if you want it." And she was like, "But it's white. I know it doesn't match your colors." And I was like, let me call David." And I sent him a picture, and David was like, "Yeah, if you want it, absolutely." And so we got that for free.
Wait. So what were you supposed to have? Because I
Just
saw
an
the white
ugly wooden
flowers.
arch.
Okay, because I saw the white flowers and I looked at the white flowers and I said, I'm surprised Yolanda picked white flowers. I literally said it to Jake, to Kristen, to Jamie, and I was like,
Didn't pick
I
it.
don't remember Yolanda telling me about white flowers. That's kind of
And it's the
odd.
one
And Jake
thing
was
I
like,
didn't make either. So
yeah.
they were
And Jake was
free.
like, "Oh, maybe it just goes with her dress." And I was like, "But Yolanda doesn't white. She doesn't white flower.
Yeah,
That's just not her."
I don't
And then
like white.
obviously like we haven't talked to you about your wedding at all, but yeah, that I did notice and I was like, "Huh, white flowers."
And it looks really, so it should have just been that for anyone watching. It's just like
Yeah.
a wood arch, plain wood.
Yeah.
It should have just been that, but I put it in the stories. And I got really lucky, and I guess I'll just show a picture now on here too, because why not?
Yeah, go for it.
Um, but it does look really nice in photos, so it worked out,
It was
but
gorgeous.
it worked out really well, but it was not my choice. So if it's not even gonna focus because they're
Yeah.
so white. But yeah,
It's
there's all
beautiful
those
though.
flowers behind us are all white. That's the arch instead. But I could not
Yeah.
give $2,000 of flowers up, so I was like, run
No.
it.
Yeah.
But no, I
You're
didn't
like,
choose that. I
"Great."
would have chosen a black moody arch. I was actually going to buy a flower arrangement off Etsy to match the ones I had made,
Yeah.
but it was $400, and by that point, I had already spent far too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, we paid for we had like a very relatively large wedding, honestly, and we paid for
You
almost all of it
did.
by ourselves. So it was a lot of saving money where I could, and that came in making stuff. But Jesse saw I had like a room of my house which is still devoted
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah.
Um, and I bought like acrylic, but now I have Halloween decorations forever. I bought acrylic pumpkins, carved all of them, and most of them were Disney characters. So like they were at the Figment table. I had a Harry Potter table.
Yep.
I had a Star Wars Rebel sign. Um, But yeah, just tried to include
They
those
were so
like little
cute.
touches where I could. And then the music at my wedding was very like my music. It was very like emo music and stuff like that.
It
So
was, I was gonna say, it was very emo music, very scene kid 2000s
yeah, even the
type
music people were
music.
eating to was like
Yeah.
all emo
Yeah.
music.
I literally like in between my bites I was singing, and
Yeah.
Kristen, she's a little older than us, and I'm like singing every single word to every single song. Kristen's
Yeah.
like, "Is this what you guys like listen to?" And I'm like,
Did Brandon at
"Yeah,
your
this
table know it too? Like he knew a lot of the
yes,
songs?
yes, yes." And I was like, "This is Good Charlotte. This is Panic at the
Yeah.
Disco. This is like, whatever." But
Yeah, it was one of the things. So I don't know if like who how many of our listeners got married, but it was one of the things your DJ will like ask you during your first meeting, what music will people be listening to when they're sitting down at your wedding? And I didn't realize how much music we needed. And so
yeah,
when we got to like the music during cocktail hour was like Halloween music and 80s
yes,
music. And the reason
yep,
I picked emo music to be while people were eating was because I was like, I won't get to hear the cocktail music, but I'll have to
yes.
hear the eating music. And so I wanted it to be music that I liked. And anyways,
That's
that's
awesome.
that's how that happened. And David is the 80 music person, so we played that during cocktail hour. But
I
I
loved
will
it.
say my one big takeaway is I'll compare having a wedding to like it's kind of I will never compare the pain to it, but it's kind of like having a baby where you hear mothers talk about like that they want another one because it was so beautiful and they like forget the pain.
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of what it was like in terms of like I look back at the I did not want to do it. I didn't want to have a like large wedding, but I look back at the pictures and like I'm very thankful that I'll always have those pictures of like my mom, my family, David and I's like
yeah,
the way we look at each other encapsulated into images forever and me in a pretty
yeah,
dress. Um,
yeah.
do I think God forbid anything ever happens that I'll ever do that or spend that much money again on that? Absolutely not. Um,
No,
but on the other side of it, yeah, I guess I'm happy. I guess I'm happy that we did it, I
I guess I'm
suppose.
happy. And
I
now, are you just
suppose.
gonna keep your dress? Are you just gonna like preserve it and keep it, or
This is what I don't
you
know
don't
because
know yet?
I have no idea. It's sitting on my guest bedroom bed.
I
It is
mean,
so dirty on the bottom.
you could make that a super cute like short dress though. Like
I
the way it framed
know.
you was perfect. If you cut off the bottom, that could be a super
You're
cute little
cute.
cocktail dress, and you could actually wear it out.
I could wear
That's
it
what
on
I
like
plan on doing with my dress
anniversaries.
after the wedding. So,
Okay, that's a smart idea. I
yeah,
like
I'm
that.
like, I'm gonna rewear this. I'm spending this much money on my damn dress. I'm gonna
Yeah,
rewear it somehow.
but I just yeah I don't know. It's there. I have no idea. My sister sold hers. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with
I
mine.
don't
It's
think I could
just
ever sell mine. Like that's
I'm
something so
I'm kind of
special.
attached to it, but I also don't have
Yeah.
room for. Is this where I'm like? I told David
Can
it
you
was
make
really like I was like almost in tears the night when we got to the hotel because I was like I'll never get to wear this again, and it was like really sad. It's like
Yeah.
I love this
Hey, I mean,
dress.
I've seen a couple people on like TikTok and Instagram where they actually like for their anniversaries, they see if they can fit into their like wedding dress and their wedding attire, and they like put it on every year and go out to a fancy dinner.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I should
Yeah.
next year because I'm still doing the Run Disney stuff. I should be able to fit into it, but 10 years from now, no promises.
Who
We gonna
knows?
see. I still have little scars from my dress though, right here.
Oh my,
Yeah.
like cutting into you.
The bottom was just really, really heavy. Like there was so many
Oh, okay.
layers, so I still have
Yeah.
little. It's like almost healed, but they're right here. But
Oh my God.
it's okay. But at least next year around this time, we can talk about Tokyo Disney because that's where we're doing our honeymoon. So
Ugh, I
I'm
know. I cannot
excited.
wait to see those photos and the
Okay.
merchandise and the videos, and oh my God, I'm so excited for you to go to Tokyo.
I'm excited because when I went to Disneyland Paris, I bought a camera, and at the time it was when like not all cameras connected to Bluetooth.
Yeah.
And so to get the camera that connected to Bluetooth was an extra few $100s. I didn't want to
Yeah.
do that, and I desperately wish I had because now all of those photos live on a USB, which number one is somewhere, and number two,
You're like,
Apple computers don't even let you plug in USB anymore.
unless you have an adapter. It's
So they
great.
just exist on my thing. So
Yep.
yeah, at least I'll have an iPhone this time.
Yeah.
But
You got something better
yeah.
than
But
us.
other than that, after my wedding, Jesse went to Disneyland for
I
Halloween.
did. I
How was
literally,
it?
it was amazing. So yeah, it was crazy because that whole week it was like we were planning, like getting ready to go to Disneyland. We were planning for Yolanda's wedding. We had like just a whole bunch of Halloween stuff to do. We were
Yeah.
cleaning the house because my mom came to watch the cats, and like it was a whole ordeal. So we were like running around like crazy. And then went to Yolanda's wedding, literally came home, slept, woke up, went to the airport. Like
It
it
was
was like
quick.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it was like real quick. So we were in Disneyland from Halloween until 2 days ago, so the 6th. Today's the 8th. So it was one of those things where actually is today the 9th? I don't even know what day it is
I
anymore.
think, I don't know.
I think
Yes,
today's
it's
the
the
9th.
9th.
It's the 9th. See,
I had to
my
check. I
days
had to
are
check.
my days are still so off. Um,
Yeah.
for some reason, that 3 hour time change, like going there, it was fine. We left here or in Orlando at 12 p.m., so like in the afternoon. And then we had a like overlay in Dallas, and then we got to California at their time 4 p.m., which was like
Oh,
4, 5, 6, 7 here. We went
yeah.
immediately to Disneyland and it was Halloween, so we saw like the Halloween fireworks, which is actually our old Happy Hollow Wishes. So it's
So
our
jealous.
old fireworks. Yeah, and I'm obsessed with them. I miss that song. I
Hmm.
know it by heart, word for word. But theirs is really cool because they have like a moon that like Jack and Oogie Boogie talk on, and then Zero flies, which didn't happen in ours.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Yeah. So that's like one of the coolest things that they have there for the Halloween fireworks. But it was just nice to be there for Halloween. I've never been to a Disney park on Halloween. Normally
No.
I'm like at someone's house handing out candy or at a Halloween party or something local, you know. I'm never really like
Yeah.
at Disney. So that was a really fun, like unique experience. And we also got to see some of the characters from afar, not up close. They weren't meeting, which like fine.
Yeah.
But they were in their Halloween costumes, so it was super cute. I at least got to say like hi to them from afar, which was cool.
And that park
And
is
I got a
very decked out
Halloween
for
balloon.
Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was so cute. I loved that like the things that they did on Halloween. Would we have loved to go to Oogie Boogie Bash? Yes, but by the time we planned our trip, Oogie Boogie was already sold out,
Yeah.
so that like wasn't even an option. But it was cool because we got to kind of see that switch between Halloween and almost Christmas. So their
Yeah.
Christmas starts tomorrow on the 10th. So we got to see like the castle with plain decorations. And then the next day there was like a couple of lights. And then the day after that there was like some
More like,
garland and wreaths and so we kind of slowly saw it coming like into Disneyland, which was kind of cool.
I love
We saw like
that.
the Halloween like the replacements because
Yeah.
it's not like Walt Disney World where they just like do it
Overnight.
overnight.
Yeah.
It's not overnight, which I kind of expected because they're a lot smaller staffed. I get it. They don't have the
Yeah.
team to just be like, whoop, all right, we're done with
Yeah,
Halloween. Let's do it.
ours is full blown, wreaths and all, quick.
Yeah, like they have
Yeah.
a Halloween party, people leave at like 2 a.m. and then like by 7 a.m. they have all the Christmas stuff up.
Yep. Ours is
I'm like,
fast. It's crazy.
it's like 5 hours. How do you do that to the whole park? I will never know.
I'll never know either. It
They're
blows my mind.
They're amazing. I
Yeah.
don't know. But yes, so Disneyland was fantastic. We also went to DCA. I saw the new
Nice.
San Francisco Square with
Which,
Baymax area.
oh,
Obsessed.
obsessed. It
Absolutely
looks so
obsessed.
good.
It
Was the food good
I
in there?
The food was great from what we
Nice.
ate. Yeah, the food was great from what we ate. We had the little Baymax macaroon, we had the Baymax bread, and then
Nice.
Jake got some kind of Asian food something from the
Okay,
place.
yeah.
Oh, and we had a Japanese cheesecake, which was amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
The jiggly cake.
So
Yeah.
fluffy.
I'm
So I didn't
obsessed.
take a picture of it because I ate it too fast because it was
That's
so good.
okay. I
But it
love
was amazing.
that.
It was so good.
Jesse is like a
Um,
massive Baymax fan, so it was also
I
I like
am.
no, it's like very special for her.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
honestly I wanted to spend my entire time in that area. And every single time we walked past it, I was like, "Babe, can we walk through San Francisco? Can we
And at
can we
night, it
can we?"
looked beautiful. Like,
I was obsessed.
yeah.
I actually had I have like I'm a professional photographer, so I have a bunch of cameras. I actually took like my low grade camera there, and
Aw.
it did so well on photos. So I'll have to post some of those too, but
Yeah.
I haven't even uploaded them yet, but I got to edit them and everything. But I took so many photos of the Baymax lanterns.
Yeah.
Jake was like, "Don't you have enough of these?" And I was like,
Not
"No.
yet.
I need to own them. Like
Yeah.
I want to just like take them down and like hang them in my bedroom."
I'm surprised they don't
Like
sell like a mini version like that big, because they're perfect. Like,
they're amazing. Lanterns with the Baymax face. Come on, that's so easy.
it's really and
I might make them myself. I don't
I was
know.
gonna say I think it's a very doable craft
It is a
from what
very
I've
doable
seen.
craft.
Like,
Yes. I think his like red suit one would be harder, but like the
yes,
white ones with just his eyes, I could totally do
you
that.
can do it. You can
Like,
do it. I believe in you.
yeah. So I might actually just do that. If I do, I'll let you guys know because
I think it would
it
be
was
really pretty.
so cute. I was obsessed. Yeah, so we just got back a couple days ago. I took off work because I was an exhausted mess because like I said, like
Mm.
that 3 hour difference coming back, we
It's
left
harder.
there. Yeah, so hard. We left there at 1 p.m. We didn't get in until like 11:30 p.m. at night. Oh my God. I was like, we just spent the entire day flying and we were exhausted.
And then you
So the
got hit
next
with
two
daylight
days,
savings.
yeah, and daylight savings. Yeah. The hour screwed us up. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, this sucks.
Yeah.
So, Jake and I have literally just been like taking mini naps the last couple days. Like right before Jake's client today, he literally fell asleep on the couch and I had to wake him up and be like, babe, you gotta go to your
You gotta
client.
go. Gotta go.
Yeah. Gotta go. And Kristen and I have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas tonight, which is
Yes.
another reason she's not on today because she's trying to get everything all set up for that, trying to make the kids dinner before she has to leave, and it's a whole
Yeah.
bunch. But yeah, so we're doing a lot, but I was like, I need these 2 days off to kind of like nap randomly throughout the day
Oh
because
yeah.
I was so tired.
Yeah, the time change, I agree. Coming back, it is harder. When I did like a, well, I've been to
Yeah.
Disneyland, but I did like a task force for Hyatt one time at the
Yeah.
Hyatt, Grand Hyatt San Diego, and like it was very easy going there because I was tasked. They put me on like room service, so I had to
Yeah.
be up at 6 a.m. all the time, which was amazing because it was earlier there than it is here. Anyways, it worked out great. But when I came
Oh
back, it
God.
was so hard because that was like 9 a.m. here versus our 6. So it was a lot harder coming
Yeah.
back. But
It's rough. It's a
yeah,
lot harder coming back.
it was
I
rough.
Yeah, no, I expected it. I had the same problem last year when I went to Disneyland, but I didn't like I never expected to hit me so hard. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, I'm exhausted. This is good."
Like wow, 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 wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So then today I just tried to sleep a little later. I slept till like 10:30 today, just knowing that we have Very Merry later and
That's
that I
smart.
gotta be like peppy and upbeat.
I've been trying to sleep later, but it's not. I don't know. My body's
It's
been
hard.
waking up. But it's
It's
probably the
hard.
sinus thing. I've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
randomly sick again. But
And then Kristen and I were off tomorrow. We're both working from home tomorrow, just uploading like all of our content from
nice.
Very Merry Tonight. And then on Saturday, we have Jollywood.
I'm so
So I
excited.
cannot wait. Yeah, I can't wait to be able to tell everybody like the differences and how it
Yes.
went, what it's all about. And it's going to be so cool. I'm really, really excited for that. So that'll
Yeah.
be cool.
I wanna record that one like soon after because I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear how you feel
Yeah.
like the age difference between the two parties, like if you really feel like it's catered differently, like I'm just
Yeah.
and obviously like the Fab Five's new outfits. But yeah, I'm mostly excited just for the
Right.
vibe of the two different parties.
But it's also, I feel like it's also so crazy because like they put the Fab Five with the new outfits in Jollywood. Like, what are we getting from Very Merry? I feel like they just kind of
Do the same
forgot.
thing?
They just kind of forgot about Very Merry and like
I don't
even when it
know.
comes to like the foodie guides, we were looking through the foodie guides. We made like a whole list of, what we're gonna get, what we're not gonna get, what we maybe want. And even for Very Merry food, it was like down here, and Jollywood was like,
Yeah. And there was a
had way
lot for
better
Halloween
stuff.
this year for the Halloween party.
A lot,
So,
so much.
yeah. So it's
I
it's
just feel
why
like they
that they
kind of
don't have
forgot
more
about
for
Very
Very
Merry
Merry.
for some reason.
I mean, Very Merry, I guess it will have a parade versus Jollywood that doesn't have a parade.
True, but
Which I'm
Jollywood
very
has a lot
interested in
of
that. But
Jollywood has a three shows though.
okay, I was gonna say I know there's more entertainment. But
Yeah,
so yeah,
there's three shows.
I'm very interested. But it's kind of the same thing I said when Halloween came around that like I feel like in terms of the Magic Kingdom parties, they do kind of like tend to do the same in terms of like same entertainment, same and like they need some freshness. I know they just
Some
debuted that
fun.
Olaf show like at Magic, the like
Yeah,
so but it's still not something just for Very Merry, so
it it looks just like the Frozen show.
yeah,
Like
it doesn't look much different.
and
But
it's not like Elsa is lighting up her castle with the dream lights because they unfortunately took that away from us and never brought it
and it
back.
was so good. And it was so
So
good.
good. Let Elsa light up the castle.
And
I
it
don't care
were
if it's
like it was
Elsa.
so magical for the kids and for me. I was like, look at her magic ice powers.
So pretty. And
Yeah,
that's honestly, that's another thing that like Disneyland has over Disney World is they
yeah,
have dream lights, they have icy lights, and
they
we don't
do.
have any lights.
And I don't know why. Like I literally don't understand why we took that away. It was part of
So
Christmas.
I
But
love
yeah,
Christmas lights.
I'm very excited to do a whole episode on it because I think Kristen will have a lot of thoughts
Yeah.
too, because
Oh, yeah.
Kristen's big on what Disney is and isn't giving us. So I'm like,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah. She's got
very
strong opinions when
interested.
it comes to that.
Because as
Yeah.
I've said multiple times, Universal for Halloween. I mean, I know it's a separate ticket, but like they build 10 different houses every single year, and I'm like, why
Yep.
can't Disney give us some new stuff at the Halloween party? So
I don't
it's
know.
feeling the same with Christmas. Give us more.
Yeah.
Also, like
I know.
inflation, that ticket is like 150 to 200 the closer you get to
Yeah.
Christmas, and like
Yeah.
that's
Kristen and I
steep.
are also we're also covering the holiday tour in Grinchmas at
Yeah.
Universal.
Yes, and I
So
love
we'll
Grinchmas, and
see,
I love their Macy's Day Parade.
me too, it's so
So
cute.
good. It's
Oh
so
my God, I
cute.
love their balloons and stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait to share like kind of the differences. I don't remember the exact date that we're going to the Grinchmas stuff, but depending on when our recording falls versus like, Very
Yeah.
Merry Jollywood Grinch, like maybe we can throw it all in one. If not, we'll do a separate like Grinchmas episode too. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then we also have to kind of like we have Christmas designs coming up for niche.
Yes. Yes.
So we're gonna have to throw those in there somewhere too, and like kind of give you guys a sneak peek
And
of our
favorites.
Christmas
Yeah.
designs.
I'm excited
Cause
because
I'm excited.
they're all very like Deep Cut Park themed and very cute.
Yeah, yeah,
It's very if you know you know designs, I'll say, for
yeah.
both the sweater and the lights, and so yeah, that's what I'll say. But I'm very excited for them, and if you
I
know
love
it,
it.
you'll know it very well right away.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm
But
super excited. So that'll be super fun. So we will
yes.
definitely update you guys on all of that. But hey, yo, is there anything else you want to
No.
tell anybody?
Not too much. That's what's been going on. I know also Kristen did the 5K, so
Yes,
that's an update
she
for
did the
her. Like
run,
we all did different things these past couple weeks.
and
So
that was her first run ever.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm excited to hear kind of her because I had like hyped it up for her, so I'm really happy she liked it. Um,
yeah.
I ate at Hoop De Doo for the first time, which we won't go over. I have to go back. I ate at
Yes.
California Grill for the first time, and then I also ate at Cinderella's Castle for the second time. But my first time was back in like middle school,
Oh my
and
God,
yeah,
it's
and
very
I had
different.
remembered it being just all right. Like it was like a rice pilaf with like veggies and a grilled. It was very banquet and like a grilled chicken breast. And let me tell y'all, so hoop to do. It was. I don't really have many memories about the show. When I say many memories, you're probably all thinking that it's because I was drunk or something. No, it's because we went for my bachelorette and everyone was fighting the whole time and it was terrible. But the food I remember, and it was also not great, but it was food that was endless. The cornbread,
We Okay, Kristen and
cornbread,
I are gonna take you
stellar.
back. Kristen and I will
Yes,
take you back, and you're gonna remember everything. And the food is
yes.
delicious, and the entertainment is amazing, and I promise there'll
See,
be no fighting.
honestly, yeah, it might just be that I have issues with Disney, like all you care to eat places, because for
Yeah,
me, the food it didn't look like it was giving, but the cornbread I remember was stellar. Cinderella's Castle, girl, that food was
so good.
amazing.
So good.
Amazing.
I know I
So
need to eat there again.
okay, for when I went in middle school, I was with my grandparents, and it's a very, very sweet memory, and I'm extremely thankful for that one. But like, I remembered the food not being good at all. This food was fantastic. I think they've done like a
They
revamp
upped it.
recently on the food. So good. Everything was amazing.
Yeah.
It's 3 courses. It's like a set menu. So it was very worth it for a special occasion because it is still like
Of course.
like $70 per person or 65 I think
It's
for lunch.
expensive.
65 I think for lunch. Yeah, it was very very worth it for that. And then you get to meet princesses obviously, and Merida was in there, so that was exciting because last time I went she wasn't in there, and she spent a lot of time with us, so love that. And
Nice.
then California Grill, also stellar. The servers at all three of these places were okay, is the
Yeah.
review I'll give to be brief. All of those
Yeah.
places, for anyone who doesn't know, Disney is a very large union when it comes to their cast members. And in places where the menus are either expensive or set, nobody ever leaves. Like I used to work at Cape May Cafe, and I had a coworker who was in her 90s. No one ever leaves. Okay,
No.
the money's fantastic. The servers don't leave,
Yeah.
but it does create a bit of a rut. Um, so all the servers at first were just like okay, and then my server, as our dinner progressed at California Grill, got more involved. Her name was Sonia. She was amazing toward the end. So once we started like getting more into everything, she was awesome. But I'm a server, so I kind of know how it is. But so it made the experiences like a little bit different. But the food itself made up for it. And California Grill is definitely in like the treat yourself pricing zone. I
Expensive,
think it's
yeah.
89. Again, it's a set menu. It's 3 courses per person, but for a celebration meal, like I couldn't suggest it more. A lot of
Yeah.
Disney restaurants feel like a cafeteria with the tables being like so close and with it just you're packed in. And California Grill, like you step in and the lighting is very golden.
It's more
Like I
luxury.
didn't expect that. It's so warm. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. Also, the wine was like chilled to a nice like 75 degrees, like the red wine. It wasn't just like left out that we
Fancy.
got. I loved that. So yeah, I'm obsessed with California Girl now, and I really love it,
See,
and I
I
wish I could go
I
back.
ate there. I ate there like, I don't know, little less than a year ago,
It
and
was so
it was
good.
okay.
I loved
I
it.
mean, it wasn't like fantastic, but
Yeah,
eh, I
I
prefer
really loved it. The only thing I
Cinderella's.
told Jesse was that the courses were kind of like coming on top of each other.
Yeah.
So that was like a little frustrating because it kind of happened with our dessert too. Like it happened and then it happened, but I know that might not be the server. Maybe they don't have like a fire button. They might just ring everything at once and then
Yeah.
it comes. But yeah, it was a very fun way to celebrate, to try some new Disney experiences because it's kind of hard when you live here to find things you haven't done.
It
So
is.
it
I
was
love
very
that.
cool. But I do have to go back to the hoop to do because I did
You
go on
do.
stage, so maybe I'll throw that video up. They did bring me on stage, but I'll
Cute.
I'll definitely it'll be a funny video for me to throw up. But you
I
can
want to
tell
see
that
the
I'm like
video.
very tense in it. Yeah, I'm like just like
That's awesome. You're like,
but
ugh.
we'll go back one day. So
All awkward on stage. I love it.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we'll
But
definitely
yeah,
take you back.
that's the rest.
Some
That's really all I've been up to. I'm excited to kind of dive back into niche, especially mostly after the holiday. It has
Yeah.
been a lot. So
It has been crazy. We've all been so busy.
it's been a
But
year.
we appreciate you guys and we love you guys and we
Yes,
again appreciate you just like being here with us and dealing with us and listening to us just ramble because
yes. I was gonna say,
we do
hopefully
that
you've
too.
enjoyed my ranting for 26 minutes.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for listening and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yes,
Thanks,
and look
guys.
out for those Christmas designs. Bye.
Yes, I know. All right. Bye.
Bye.